Here are some lift pads that we've put in place in advance of having to move the bunks. They're staked down and in line with the system. So if I want to expand this out to saw longer logs, it's already in place. I just pull the stakes on this bunk, move it back, and it goes into place easily. Center bunk always stays in place midway of the travel of the saw head. And of course, here are some lift pads in place if I want to bring this saw bunk in to saw shorter logs. This log doesn't line up with the saw bunks real well. I'll have to turn it when I get it on the loading arm, so it's real easy. To get the log to move in that direction, I have to stop that end from turning and turn this end so it'll climb in that direction. The log will straighten out real easy by I want to get the log a little more moved that direction. I can pull this in like this on the loading arm, and I can gain a couple inches that way. It helps load it up easier. It's just that simple. Okay, I got to turn this log a little bit to bring this face here up. I leave the loading arms in place when I do it in case the log rolls off. Really raunchy logs do that quite often. Yeah, I need to get that one a little higher down there. This end needs to raise to compensate for taper. I always adjust either end bunk first, and then I bring up the center bunk to meet it. That's all this log needs. The center bunk only needs to come up a little bit to grab the log, but it's really important to do because logs that have tension in it, this will help control it. To line this log up for the saw travel, I have to move this bunk a little bit. That's about it on that. Then just lock them in place real quick. Once the log is adjusted for taper and elevation or horizontally, it's time to dog it. This takes a second. These just drive in. When you're done with the log, you pull a PV in the socket and pull it out. Don't fall down. Once the log has been dogged and the bunk's adjusted for elevation and taper, always set your bunk head lock bolts, just snug them up all the way around. Just takes a minute, and it will keep that bunk and log from lifting because of tension, and it will save you a lot. That's it. That log. Should go pretty soon. There she goes. Okay. They're all different. Okay. Oh, bad boy. Look at that. Landed right where I wanted it. Ooh, about 5 inches of taper. That's the limit of our travel. Yeah. I got to get a log right, PB. If you need to make the log go this way or that way, all you got to do is tweak the heads of the rollers. And push while you turn. This is a snaggy old log with lots of bumps and loose bark. It turns just fine. In the first video, I made the mistake of saying sometimes you have to clear a path of loose bark. Many of you seem to be worried about that. The log in the video had a lot of sweep and one end was dragging on a bunk. It didn't turn real fast. And if you want anything to go wrong, make sure you have a camera on and an audience. I've used my equipment every day for over 3 years. I've only had to clear bark or something like that a couple of times, and one of those was on the video. If you prepare your logs properly before you roll them up onto the bunks, you won't have any problems. The idea for pneumatic tires for the log turner is a good one, but the tires that are tough enough to do the job are just too large to fit under the bunks. As you well know, conventional sawmills saw a flat on a log and then turn that flat to their flat log bunk system before they go on to their next cut. That's how they control the log. Swing mills don't turn the log, and the log remains irregular on the bottom. That's why you need a bunk system that accommodates all of that irregularity and holds the log in place. I invented this equipment, and every day I find new ways of using it. As we all know, every log is different. The caster head log turner works great. I'm not showing the chain and sprocket head right now. I have a good reason for that. I've developed easy to use, easy to maintain, manual, portable equipment for the 1 or 2 man swing mill operation that can't afford cherry pickers and cranes and bulldozers to support them. Just what these machines were originally designed for. If you want to know more information about my equipment, please give me a call during regular business hours. If you're as busy as I am, Saturday mornings are a great time to talk shop. Give me a call. I look forward to hearing from you.